So let me ask you, are you feeling stuck when it comes to building the fitness business that you really want? Whether it's you want to be able to have more clients coming to you rather than you having to chase them, or whether it's really being able to build a fitness business that lasts for the long term. Because yes, you may want quick results, clients on board really quick, and we will cover this in this episode, but this is really about building a fitness business that's going to last for the long term. So you're creating an impact that you want with your passion, your expertise, and your experience. You're creating freedom so you are able to live the life that you want and being able to earn the money that you want as well. As we just got off a Fitness Business Success Circle call, and I want to walk you through the exact steps to how to make this work so you have a foolproof system to being guaranteeing new clients. You're able to find out how to separate yourself from your competition, how to build your following and actually have people coming to you, and then understanding what's needed so you're actually able to have your following turn into clients as well and have it in an automated process. Also, what it is to do so you can have clients signing on really quickly, and at the end of the day, growing a fitness business that lasts for the long term. Now, I know that this is a big promise, but I'm going to break it down in this episode for you, and I want you to stick with me so you can put this to the test. Use it, abuse it, see the results for yourself, and I'll also give you the best next steps to make this all happen. Because when it comes down to it, and I wish I'd learned this so much earlier, and it's the quote from Tony Robbins that I actually put in my book, Your First 100 Clients. And he said, don't sell your time for money. It's the worst trade in the world. Because for me, from the outside perspective before, I had a successful fitness business. I had a successful fitness career. I had built a personal training business and PT agency in Sydney. I was fully booked and had trainers working for me. I then moved to Dubai, built up a full PT business, charging a premium of up to $250 an hour. But really, the biggest problem was I was stuck in the time for money trap. I was stuck selling my most precious asset, and this could be the same for you, and that's time. And for me, it really came to a crux. The biggest problem was I wasn't able to have freedom. I wanted to live around the world. I wanted to travel around the world, but also I'd become a new dad. And it really, the straw that broke the camel's back was when one day I had a full day of PT in the gym from 6 in the morning. I finished in the afternoon and I had to jump in the car, race down to try and get back to our place to give my daughter the bottle to go to bed. And I missed it. I didn't spend any time with her that day. I'd spent little time with the week and the weeks before that, and I'd missed again being able to give her the bottle and put her to bed, which was to me a really precious time that I wanted to be able to have with my daughter. And it just broke. I had to do something, and this is where starting an online personal training business. So whether you want to actually build a online personal training business to be on the side, so you can do online and you can do your face-to-face as well, or whether you want to just go completely to the online world, these are the steps that you can take, and you can do it so much faster than what I did as well. And that's why we say the traditional personal training business model is flawed, because you've got to ask yourself, do you want to keep running the business that you are right now, doing what you're doing in 5 or 10 years time? Because if you are, fantastic, keep doing it, and more the power to you. But this is really for the trainers that want to change, and this is where you need to start doing something now to build that change into it, because the fitness world has never been like this before, and we can take full advantage of it. But if you don't, you can be left behind. And so before we jump into these 3 major categories and steps that you can follow through with from today, there is one very important caveat that this comes down to. This is for the trainers, coaches, and health professionals that get results with your clients. No matter how good the marketing and business is and all that stuff, if you can't get results with your clients, if you don't have that expertise and experience, then what's the point? And this is why I want trainers and coaches, I want you to be able to have the actual notches on the belt, to know the proven systems, the processes, to have the methods that you can use to get great results. Now that rant is over, let's get actually onto building your ultimate fitness business. But really, let's just break this down into 3 easy steps so you know how to fill the gaps in between it. It comes down to how do you attract, how do you convert, and how do you deliver? But importantly, this is creating the systems, actually having a system and a process in place. So you know that things are running. What's automated can be automated, where you can come in and where you want to put your time and effort into. So you kick your legs out of bed each and every morning, doing the work that you love and not having the daily stress that you might be going through right now. And so even before we go into the attract, convert, and deliver, let's figure out what is your uniqueness in the whole world. What is the actual type of clients or results that you want to be helping towards? So you can talk to only those people. And then what is the uniqueness that is you? What separates you from everybody else? And how can you have this in a really clear and concise message so that every Facebook post, every video, every article that you do, every piece of communication in your marketing has this common thread weaving throughout it, so that you are talking to the right people and that you are attracting them. So then once you've actually got the answer to why would someone choose you to get the results, why are you the trainer, you the go-to coach, then we can go into how are you going to attract them. And this is where content is so important. Whether you want to be able to do it on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, whatever the platform is that you want to do at the end of the day, I recommend that you now just choose one. Master one for the next 90 days. For the next 90 days, promise to yourself, commit to yourself that you are going to produce really good quality content consistently and that you can talk to that market with your unique message and giving them value. Now, I'll also pop a link below where I'll go in depth in the coaching session that we just did, actually breaking down the content production and how the content then relates over to signing on clients. But really what you need to be able to understand is that content can break down into content production and content syndication. So it's producing it and then it's getting out into the big wide world and making sure the right people are actually seeing it. So when it comes into how do you produce it, the first question is that so many trainers are just overwhelmed with what to do. And this is truly understanding your market, the people that you want to serve. What are the main questions that they are asking right now? What are the main problems that they're having? And simply list this down. We use an editorial calendar to start doing this. So we know all the different headlines and then all the resources that you can go to actually start fleshing this content out. So once you know the actual topics of what you want to talk about, then all you need to be able to do is figure out when are you going to produce it. So then you can stick to a schedule. Then you can say, right, I'm going to shoot a video Monday, Wednesday, Friday. For me, I'm producing a video every single day for the next 4 months. And at the end of that 4 months, I'm going to look at the results and then go and look at, right, what do I need to be able to do next to attract the right fitness members? And you can do the exact same thing. Because the basics of it is once you know when you're going to produce it, what you're actually producing, and you can stick to a consistent schedule of doing that, now we can start looking at making sure that you're maximizing the content that you do produce to do the work that it can. And in the full article that I'll link below, there's the example that I'll run you through really quickly. But this could be, let's say I shoot a 10-minute video and I could put that onto YouTube and onto my website. What you could then do is cut that 10-minute video into a 1-minute segment that's still a high piece of value. Then with that 1-minute video, you can post that on Facebook and on Instagram. And in those statuses, you can link back to that main piece of article that you produced, that main 10-minute video. Then what you're able to do is then send an email out to your subscribers, to your list, and then you can even send it out to other people that could send it out to more people again. So now you're working off 3 platforms instead of just one, and you've maximized how many people that you can actually produce this to. What I also do, and that I do as well, is you could pull a video, pull the actual audio of that video out and produce that as a podcast as well. Say for example, with the My Body Blends podcast that I run, I actually do interview formats and I do solo sessions where I go deep dive, kind of like into a mini masterclass. And so with these 2 formats, if I do a high quality video, I can put content straight from the video onto my podcast as well, that then turns into a 4th platform that I'm maximizing. Now, then we come into the actual process to signing on new clients. And this is, in marketing mumbo jumbo talk, a sales funnel. A sales funnel is simply, at the end of the day, how do you get someone that doesn't know you, to like and trust you, to being informed and being in the right position, to actually seeing your offer and understanding that what you have is right for them, and then how they can sign on board and actually making it an easy process for them to get started. Now, truly, at the end of the day, the sales funnel is just giving value at each of the steps. It's truly understanding and really answering right now, what does someone need to go through so they are informed, so they know that you are the right choice for them to then be able to say, yes, I want to come on as your client. You are the trainer for me. You are the coach for me. Let's get ready to rumble. This sales funnel should be mainly automated. It doesn't mean it has to be all be automated, but it can be really simple to start off with. And in that article that I'll link to, we've got an example with Tyler, and Tyler is simply step number one: producing high quality content and pushing people into a Facebook group that he runs. Step number two is still producing even more content and engaging with the people in the private group. So it's really becoming a petri dish of him being able to build relationships, many more than just one-on-one at a time. He can do this with many people and helping them. Step number three is simply shooting a video that is talking about what the program is all about, who it serves, how it serves them, and how they get on board and then getting onto it. It's a really simple process that you can do. There are obviously more advanced funnels that we can do. They can be evergreen. They can be running forever. And this is where you can be offering a free workout. So you produce a video and then you get someone to opt in for a workout. We've all seen these workouts or diets or cheat sheets or guides, these kind of things that you can sign up for. This gives you the option to then be able to grow a relationship by giving more value. Again, common theme here: more value, more value, more value. But then you're really being hyper specific to who you're talking to. Because let's just say, for example, you produce a free workout guide that's for mums that have just given birth that want to lose weight. Now, you know that the actual language that you use, what you're talking on, the topics that you're talking about are going to be hyper specific to mums that are training, wanting to lose weight, that have just had a baby. This really segments them so you can be hyper specific with actually giving people what they need and when they need it as well. Because if you have a training program that you're trying to sell and it's kind of like anyone can join this, well, it's a bit of like no one's that interested. But if you've got a training program that this is for mums that have just had a baby and want to lose weight, then you're talking to the right audience. And that's why I said at the very start, before we jumped into these 3 steps, the importance of actually being able to know who you're talking to and the uniqueness that you're bringing. And then we come to the third big step, and this is delivering a world-class experience. And I really mean that word, an experience. You want to make sure that you're giving your clients and truly understanding what has to happen for someone to get the results in the quickest and easiest way possible. And you creating this, because if you're creating an online business, you have the power of technology and being able to have things set up at the right times. So you're not manually having to do every single step. But more importantly, you can give people what they need at the right time and to help them along the process as well. Now, this completely depends on the business model that you want to choose. And to tell you the truth, there are so many different, whether you want to do one-on-one online personal training, whether you want to do membership sites or one-to-many sessions, or whether you want to be able to do like one-off products, programs. There's a whole host of options. That's completely up to you and what's going to suit you at the end of the day. But really what matters is making sure that you step through that. And in an upcoming episode, I'm going to go through in detail, and I'll also link to the actual coaching session that you can get for free that really goes into this. But the how do you create an online program? That's something that we can make really easy. Whether you want to be able to just jump on and use a piece of software, whether you want to just have everything on your own platform, whether you want to be really advanced and have your own membership site and have people logging into you and even an app, we can go into all of these scenarios. But really, what's the experience someone needs to go through? And even you can apply this to your face-to-face training. When someone signs up, someone's sitting right in front of you right now, they sign up for your coaching. What do you have ready to rock? What do they need to go through so they do get the best results? And so this is why online personal training is the way of the future. It's not going to kill off face-to-face training whatsoever, but there is going to be, and going through right now, some big shifts in how people are consuming, because let's just face the truth right now. People can jump on Google and find training programs, workout guides, diet plans, the whole thing really easily. So it's not about just giving information. It's the difference between information and transformation, and what it is that people really need to get results. And this is where we can come together individually and as a community of trainers, coaches, and health professionals to really make sure that we lift the industry up and we get people knowing that we are delivering exactly what they need. So right now, whether you want to build more freedom into your business, whether you want to be able to have more time off, go on holidays, or have the location independence to be able to work wherever you want, or whether you want to be able to actually still improve your face-to-face business, but at the same time build a side business with the online to earn that extra income and that freedom factor, but to take that stress out of it, or whether you want to completely go online and build the ultimate online fitness business, this is where we want to break down the exact next steps. And that's why I've included the free coaching session that you can get access to right now. So the best thing to do is join, click the link, get access to it while it's still up. If you have any questions at all, please comment below and I'll be happy to answer them myself and even dive deeper into other episodes coming up that you want answers on as well. But as always, thank you so much for being here. I want you to use everything that I produce right now. I'm only really shooting this so you can take all this information, but more importantly, and this is where it's at, use it, put it to the test, see the results for yourself. And as always, thank you so much for being here, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next episode. Now it's time for you to get the most out of this, and this is where I can jump in and give the answers that you need. So ask your questions in the comments below so I can personally come through and answer them for you. Plus, the best discussions happen on chrisdufay.com. So click on over to get everything that I've got there for you. And did you like this episode? Because if so, click subscribe so I can send you all the episodes to come for free straight to you. And for everything that I can't fit in these episodes, plus the free guides and coaching episodes, then click on over to chrisdufay.com now. Looking forward to seeing you soon and in the success community.